Hello, my name is Lizzie. Each week I'm bringing along a different origami fold to encourage you to take time out for your self-care. And it's coming up towards Valentine's Day, and I'm thinking about care and love more generally for your family, for your friends, maybe for your pets, and obviously your own self-care as well. That we all love is a thing that keeps us all going in whatever form that is. So the heart feels like a great symbol. So this heart is a really nice one. You can make it even as a decoration. There's a little area that you can put a thread through, which is really nice, and it's kind of two hearts in one. Can you see two hearts in one, which is a nice symbol? I don't know myself the origin of this heart, because for me actually I learnt this in a surprising place. It was in Malmo in Sweden, and we took a trip there, and we were actually in this most amazing playground area, some beautiful playgrounds for children, but for families, for adults as well. And there's some wonderful tents encouraging us all to get playful. And we did some book folding, and there was this heart as well. So this is where I learned this from. And obviously it's been passed on because it's been loved. Here you can either use, if you had any pattern paper, this is the effect you can have. It's lovely with plain paper as well. I've just used some pink here, or here I had a go at just doodling and then folding it up. And the very final step, you'll find you could have tucked in a little thread. It makes a really nice little hanging actually. Or you could even wear it. So there's many possibilities of this. It's a very sort of pleasing shape, no glue, it all just tucks in on itself. It's a beautiful thing to do, and I hope you're going to enjoy this. So get yourself some paper. This time as well, we actually need a ruler and a pencil too, because we're going to make a square, and then we're going to remove a little strip off a side, and that will be the dimensions that we need. So I hope you're going to enjoy this one, and yeah, make some nice decorations maybe. So grab yourself something to press on. I'm going to grab a piece of paper, make a square just as normal, and then we'll change things slightly. So I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to halve it. So folding it in half, corner to corner, nice and exact. Good strong fold. And good strong fold, accurate. It's all going to work well. That attention to detail. Again, a little tiny nick. And you can tear this off. Lovely sound itself. Just enjoy the feel of the paper. So going to take one corner, bring it down to make a square. So this square is around 15 by 15 centimetres. There we go. I'm showing you as if it's letter paper. Sorry, as if it's A4 paper. I'm now going to remove this rectangle. That's it. But I guess you'd have to figure out slightly and adapt slightly if you're using letter paper. Tiny little nick there, and you can tear off that strip like so. Excellent. So you've got your 15 by 15 square here. Now we need to remove off an edge, so we want it to be 15 centimetres by 11.6 centimetres. So I'm going to have to use a ruler for this one, and I recommend you do the same. So it's 11.6 centimetres. 11.6. That's it. I haven't quite worked out what proportion that is, but anyway. Yeah, different paper. It's a ratio of 11.6 one way and 15 by the other. You could cut that off. Maybe that's easiest, or you could fold along there and tear. That's what I'm going to do. That's it, and then a little tiny nick there, and it should tear off. Great, so you've now got a sort of rectangle really, and it's got a diagonal. That's great, that's actually our first step. Open it up, and I want you to do the other diagonal at that end. So taking that corner, lining up nicely through the point there. Again, take your time. Nice and slow. So I took this corner and I lined it up, and I've opened it up. Now you can see there's a cross at one end. So next, if you turn it over, And actually, if you're going to do any colouring in, decorating it, this is the side to colour. So you might pause now and do a quick bit of colouring. So our next step is to fold it in the middle through that cross. So you can take this end and match up to the bottom of that. Good strong fold. That's it. Now you can turn it round to the other side, which should be the white side if you've just been colouring that side, and you can push into the middle and it pops. Did you see it popped? And now you can push the sides in and squash it down like that. This is a bit like actually doing the traditional frog. If you've done a traditional frog, it's a little bit like this. Great. So our next step, it looks a bit like a house as well. That's nice. That's where love should be too. So we're going to take this bottom corner and bring it up to the top. There we go. Squashing it down. And the same with the other side. So this side, bring it up to the top. There we go. Lovely. So it should be looking this sort of shape. Now our next step is take the side and we're going to bring it to this vertical line. So I suppose we're halving, this is almost like another little house, but we're halving that. So we're just bringing that in. And look, it's all nice and lining up there. Like so. I've made quite a few of these cards for people as well, for special events. So outside, we're going to line up there. So just bringing in the sides. It all feels very neat, tidy little shape. It's a beautiful design. There we go. 2 hearts in one. We're going to take the bottom and bring it up to that point. So we're just sort of halving it like so. I've recently been doing more complicated folds and I found it very hard to do into the camera. Touch wood. This one's been better. It's nice to be able to do something that's just simple and relaxing. There's quite a few steps in this, but it's really nice. Okay. So our next step is to turn it to the back, like so. And we're going to take this top flap and just fold it down. Just to where it naturally goes. So it's up here, folding it down like so. That's it. Looks a bit like an envelope with some ears. Do be playful. It's all about being playful. I'm remembering being in this amazing playground in Sweden. They were so cool. Big, massive, jumpy things, all sorts of amazing sculptures. Oh, it was just brilliant. Yeah, some amazing things in Sweden for children. Bottom corner, and we're folding it up in a straight line, and for adults. There we go, that bottom line, bringing it up in a straight line to that point. Can you see? And squashing it down. And the same with the other side. So this side, bringing it up again along that point. I might see what I'm doing now. It would be easier. Yeah, doing pretty well. It's a bit thicker, the paper at this point, but that's good. It starts to feel like a nice solid sort of shape. So in here you actually have some pockets. You see a little pocket in there. That is a pocket. And you can pop that triangle in there. You see it almost went in immediately as soon as I started. So this pocket, I'm going to put that little flap in there, tuck that in there. So that's tucked into the pockets, which again is really quite neat. We're almost there. So we're going to take just this top and we're going to fold it down at this angle. So there's a little bit of an overlap there. Now if you wanted it to be hanging, then now is your time to put a little thread in there. But otherwise, push it over. And this little bit overhangs, you can then tuck underneath. Like so. There we go. And now the same on the other side. So I guess you want to make sure it looks the same sort of a height. Again, same sort of an angle. Looks like a nice heart shape. And again, you can push that back under let's see how it's looking. So you could have hung a little thread behind those flaps if you wished. So if you turn it round, it's looking pretty good. I tend to just like to soften the hearts. A little bit pointy there, so I'm going to just tiny bit with my nail, just a little bit, fold it back to make that a little bit smoother. Why not? I think it looks even a little bit better. There we go, and you've got a beautiful heart inside a heart. And if you've done a little bit of doodling first of all, it's really nice, and you can hang a little thread, maybe make some heart decorations, which could be lovely all through the year. I hope that's given you a nice little break, and maybe that could be a lovely present to make for a loved one. Make some decorations, or you could post this one, make some cards. Yeah, it's really nice for a Valentine's card too. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and remember to look after yourself, and I will see you again next week. Most Wednesdays at 2 o'clock as well. They're a live fold, so I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.